Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to a new video. So, Signal World just dropped their new lineup. As you might know, Signal World, for those insane one-day festival that happened like a few years ago as well. Way too many bands on one day, like it's insane. So they dropped a new one, and yeah, this one is all over the place. Last year they had, last couple of years they had like themes and stuff, but now it's like, here it is. There you go. So I want to go through some of the bands that are on there, um, especially the smaller bands, which I always get intrigued by. So let's first get the headliners out of the way. Metallica and Linkin Park. I would say those are the headliners of that day. Um, Metallica is basically a well, I don't want to say a shadow of his former self, but they've had better days. So it's an okay headliner. Linkin Park, of course, they just got back with the new vocalist. Was expected to be on the major festivals in the US. Um, but then you have the whole mix mash of genres. We go from um, Carcass to Kitty to Death Clock to Dope to Static X um, to Cradle of Filth to 3 Days Grace to Darren Malakian to Cannibal Corpse. Like, it's everywhere. And to say Mayhem on there as well. Like, few big bands I can accept because they are big right now. Like Gojira or Gojira, how you want to say, Meshuggah. But also big bands all the way down there, like Death Clock is still quite a big band, even though, yeah, they have been silent for I think a few years now. Could be so wrong, but sorry. Um, Napalm Death is all the way down there, next to Lebanon Hangover and 7 Hours of Violet. 7 Hours After Violet. I've never heard of those two other bands, and probably next to Carcass, Napalm Death is the most recognizable grindcore band ever made, ever to exist. Then we have Exodus, Carcass, Machine Head. Like Machine Head, a few years ago even headlined Graspop or Hellfest. And now they're, no offense, below Kitty or Era. I don't know if there's like a whole, how do you say, a whole system in this lineup. I don't know, 311. I heard of their name. I think it's like Dad Rock or something. Tomahawk, Filter, Sponge, Quicksand, GI, Flaming Lips. I've never heard of those bands. Melvin's is awesome though. But there are so many bands down there. If there's no system in there with like big bands, smaller bands. If there's no system in there, it's okay. But the thing is, it has been a thing for several decades now that if a festival goes out with their new sick lineup, pun intended, that you put the amazing bands down there, like the headliners. Of course, you're gonna do it there, but like, I think that Gojira has now got more traffic than, let's say, Evanescence or Queens of the Stone Age or AFI or. They fucking did the opening for the Olympics, man. Come on. Um, like Mudvayne is back. Like Deathclock, you don't see Deathclock um, on many lineups anymore. So why not pump it up to the like Flaming Lips? I've never heard of it. Maybe it's a European thing, but there are many bands that I would put higher up than Tomahawk or 3 Days Grace or 3 Days Grace times two or something. I don't know what that means, but no offense, but this poster is a whole shit show. Um, however, um, I wouldn't pay the US fees that are probably going to be like $5,000 and 1.5 kidneys and maybe a piece of your liver for um, getting to the entrance of that to that ground in Las Vegas. But goddamn, there are some amazing bands on there. Like half of these would be semi or maybe full headliners in, let's say, Dutch metal fest like Meshuggah, Cannibal Corpse, Gojira, Down, Napalm Death, Machine Head, Mayhem, Terror, Cannibal Corpse, Mastodon. Those are all certified headliners over here in the Netherlands for our festivals over here. And not saying that the other bands like Queen Stoners and Evanescence are not good for being semi-headliners, but I see a lot of potential in the smaller bands, like getting up higher on the list. So sorry if I'm just looking at the poster right there, guys. Sorry, it's not there. So this is an amazing lineup. For me, the highlights are let's go from the bottom. Dope, Deathclock's always fun. Static X, Arch Enemy, Machine Head, Mudvayne, Mayhem, Terror, Carcass, Cradle of Filth, Meshuggah, Cannibal Corpse, Down, Gojira. Then it's basically done. Like those are the highest band that I just named is Gojira. It's really weird. I cannot comprehend as a European. I think that I would pay like hundreds of euros or dollars to go to this festival to see these bands live, especially in one day. Like if this was spread out of 3 days, I would gladly have paid like 300 euros to go over here and watch this shit. But watch like 20-minute sets from Machine Head, Carcass, Exodus, Mayhem. Fuck no. No, absolutely not. That is insane. I still have massive respect for the Sick New World that they managed to do all of these years on one day. It's in fucking insane that it's available to do all of these bands. I think they start at 11 or something and have like 3 or 4 stages and go absolutely sick on those stages. I've not heard a lot of bad things about this except that it's fucking pricey. So, yeah. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about this lineup. If this came to the Netherlands or say as a one-day festival, absolutely fucking not. No. If this came to the Netherlands as a 3-day festival, maybe, yeah, I think I would. 200-300 euros tops, just to see longer set list. That's all. and that will always be a thing with Signal World, is that they have small set lists. That's all. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you can put your opinion down there. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.